Hold on. We got content. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. You tune in to Fact Straight TV Reactions. You are now tuned in to Fact Straight TV Reactions, where we react to music, news, and celebrity news. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. You now chilling with Fact Straight. All right, we got Allstar JR from Detroit, who just got at Ben 10. Y'all already know the situation, man. He just got arrested. We finna react to the video. That my boy, shout out to my boy, the YouTube is End of Sentence. Yeah, the YouTube is End of Sentence. Yeah, I forget his name. Hit him up. We finna react to the Ben 10 getting clapped by Allstar JR situation. Let's see what happens.
U.S. Attorney's Office within the Southern District of Texas. This complaint would allege Detroit's Defensive Player of the Year apparently made a mistake that will cost him the rest of the season, as he's federally accused of being a felon in possession of a firearm. This crime stems from the shooting that sat NBA Ben 10 down permanently, and even more details of how it all went down would be revealed. On April 8th, Houston police responded to a shooting in progress, and arriving on scene would locate John Doe number 1, who we all know to be Ben 10, on the ground inside the restaurant with a gunshot wound to his neck. Officers also observed the trail of blood leading from the main dining room to the elevator, and a large pool of blood in the elevator. The blood trail continued to the parking garage, where officers found John Doe number 2, who we know to be Dead End Ron. He'd suffered multiple gunshot wounds to his hands and legs. The victims were transported to a hospital, while the shooter, Allstar JR, fled the scene before police even arrived. On-scene officers found a black Glock 43X, a holster, and 10 fired 9mm shell casings with blood on them.
Don't it be messed up how when some shit go down and only the celebrity dude, like the Ben 10 dude, he the only one that's being talked about, but the dead end dude got shot too? That's crazy. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, he going through pain, probably surgery, all type of stuff too, and ain't nobody even really talking about him. Don't get no spotlight, no nothing. They just mentioning his name a little bit.
Glock 43X comes with a factory 10-round magazine, meaning the weapon was fired until empty, so in other words, JR mag dumped him. Detectives would watch the surveillance video seeing JR at a table with a woman. The two walked out of frame to the elevators, then JR returned on the phone.
His name 1090 Jake too, man. Shout out to 1090 Jake, man. It just came to me. We watching the facts. Every time you watch 1090 Jake, you watching the facts. He only going by the paperwork.
Group would follow him, crowding around him, before the altercation broke out and a man attempted to drag JR to the elevator. Ben 10 can be seen attempting to take JR's chain alongside an unidentified suspect named John Doe number 3. John Doe number 3 would actually snatch the chain, running out of the restaurant as Dead End Ron was able to remove JR's watch from his wrist. JR was apparently beating on Ben 10 when they began jumping him, and a gun falls to the ground. Well, JR fell next to the gun, took control of it, and Ben 10 was the first to be shot, immediately collapsing to the floor, initially on his side before rolling onto his back as everyone runs off on him.
Hit that like button.
From the sounds of it, the first shot that hit Ben 10 paralyzed him.
The first shot.
JR would follow the crowd, firing
always that first
He then went
shot.
back to Ben 10.
It's always that first random shot. Now, he emptied the clip. One bullet hit this man I don't know how many times he got shot, but that one bullet hit in the wrong spot, and now he is seriously hurt. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's crazy, man, when you be going to do some bullshit that you clearly ain't even supposed to be doing. Because your best friend or your friend is NBA Youngboy, the hottest rapper in the game next to damn near Michael Jackson. You see what I'm saying? And then I don't know the dude in here, Ron dude, but NBA Youngboy manager was there too. So you managing and he hopped in and was doing trying to rob dog too. You NBA Youngboy manager. I mean you the hottest manager in the rap game. Everybody gotta go through you to talk to you to even do business with him. You in here trying to take chains and watches off of Detroit art. Mm-mm-mm. We got to do better. And this footage of him, his mother was there too. His mother was trying to snatch him away from the altercation, but he was still acting crazy.
Standing over him before shooting him again. He tried to keep firing, but the gun was out of ammo, so instead he pistol whipped him and spit on him. JR can be seen on video wiping off the gun before placing it behind a hostess stand and leaving the scene. Records would show Ben 10 has no sensation in his legs, meaning he's paralyzed from the waist down.
So that's why they picked him up, because he left the scene and he wiped the gun off, even though he had his lawyer probably talked to the police about the altercation. They said, you good for now, but we gonna contact you later, boy. They done contacted you later, boy. I hope ain't nothing wrong with Allstar JR. Like, I hope he don't get in trouble, boy.
Dead End Ron would also have to get a finger amputated, and the arteries in his legs were destroyed by bullets. A bystander was also shot in the ass, suffering non-life-threatening injuries. Following the shooting, JR would take to Instagram posting pictures of himself inside a famous Detroit jewelry store while wearing a shirt that says, "Unplug that bitch-ass ninja." JR would caption the post stating, "Had to shoot to the D and get new ice because my man's Ben 10 took some of my stuff to the hospital with him." He'd even hashtag Junior closed the elevator on Ron, claiming J Prince Jr. left Ron for dead. He'd also hashtag OG3 left them after 3 can be seen being pulled away from the fight before gunshots rang out. Another post would state, "Thought he was mob ties till I shot his ass a few times." So JR was publicly stating that he shot Ben 10 and Dead End Ron. There was no shying away from it. He was flat out standing on it. He'd even state Ben actually got some of his jewelry, but again, this whole crime was captured on camera, and police at the scene were the first to report they were attempting.
I hope my boy ain't was moving too fast, boy. I hope JR ain't been moving. He gonna drop video. He gonna talk to Ben 10. He gonna make posts. I hope my boy wasn't moving too fast, man. But he was lit, man. When you lit, you gotta take advantage of the situation, especially when everybody telling you was in the right.
Match his chains. Now, I DM'd JR before I covered this shooting initially, and after he posted this pic, I DM'd him again saying, "Can't tell you how to move,
my dog,
but fuck all that dissing. Get some big interviews, drop that music, run it up. Don't let this be your defining moment. Use it to propel yourself where you want to be." As soon as I saw him dissing, it reminded me of BTB Savage, who killed a man in self-defense, flexed it, and then got gunned down for it. But instead of taking my advice or even responding, JR posted a dance challenge.
In honor of my nigga Ben 10, since he wanted to play when I was getting me some food, we made a dance for him. Now, the best way this dance can work, if a nigga shoot your dumb ass like 4 or 5 times before you fall. But if you don't got nobody to do that for you, just lay down smooth like this, right? Lay your bitch ass down and you point them toes up, right? You spread a little bit. Nigga done spank you. Then you just jump a little bit. Do the BNT. 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 And there y'all go. BN10 challenge, man. Hey, the best BN10 challenge, man. Fuck it. $20,000 BN10 challenge. Best BN10 challenge, man, that go viral. Fuck with me. Let's get a what?
Now, keep in mind at this time, Ben 10 had yet to speak out. He was listed in serious critical condition, and no one knew if he was going to make it until he broke his silence.
You know, still early in the morning shit.
Man, you know we gotta get this shit in. These niggas sound stupid. Eating good around this bitch.
Stupid duck ass. Fuck wrong with you?
With the news that Ben 10 was alive and well, JR would immediately fire back on the gram.
I wake up, all you hoe ass niggas tagging me, talking about, nigga, you see Ben back? You see Ben back? Well, if the bitch so back, tell him to do the BN10. I'll double it for him. Fuck he talking about, do that bitch, Ben. Nigga, this your dance. Get in your groove, nigga, if he back.
Dead End Wrong would even posted his story showing a wrapped up hand after trading his finger for a watch. Ben would then post to his story asking for someone to pay him for an interview so he could tell the real story of how he tried to rob JR. A picture of Ben in a neck brace would leave many wondering his actual condition, and JR would post DMs the two had actually been sending to each other. The DMs would show Ben attempted to call JR, who said, "I ain't trying to talk. Send me that challenge, pussy." Ben would say, "Oh, you really a bitch." And JR would fire back saying, "Says the ninja in the hospital full of bullets." JR would get real disrespectful asking, "You wipe that spit off your face? How it feel that everyone left your bum bitch ass to die? You ain't cut. You a bum ass boy." JR would go even further saying, "What's crazy was I ain't even tell y'all I spit on the goofy after he got flamed. Thick ass neck brace. Did you get popped or getting a 10-car pile up? I ain't doing your interview, bro. It's over." Ben would take to his story saying, "You telling the story for the police. Y'all literally getting all the information from him. It's so much I want to say, but I'm real and they got real street ninjas watching me. I refuse to let us down." Ben would post a video of him pouring up inside his hospital bed, but the comments would be flooded with trolls that wiggle his toes.
Base 44 super agents. Careful, there's no going back.
Hit that like button. Hit that
No setup.
subscribe button.
Just say hello.
Fact Straight TV.
Another pic would show Ben 10 with
Nah. Sit your ass down. I don't even know why you even would DM the nigga that shot you and paralyzed.
with 3 who was there when he was shot.
Wow.
And a nurse would comment on the pic saying the blue thing under Ben is a lift pad, confirming that Ben was paralyzed and unable to move. This entire social media back and forth would be observed and documented by local, state, and federal authorities. But the one piece of information that wasn't confirmed is whose gun was fired.
Has young boy came to visit bro though? You know what I'm saying? Like, he supposed to be his man. Has young boy pulled up on Brody, bro? Ain't no footage of that, huh? That's crazy.
JR has claimed he took the gun from one of them, with the majority of NBA being
and young boy don't even, boy.
felons. None of them are going to claim it as they be charged with the weapon, and this is where shit gets complicated. Allstar JR is a convicted felon after being sentenced to 1.5 years for a home invasion in 2014. That conviction apparently bans him from the right to defend his own life.
Okay.
But the United States Courts of Appeals in the Sixth Circuit has detailed a rare exception as long as the defense demonstrates 5 requirements. The defendant must be able to demonstrate they reasonably feared death or serious injury from an imminent threat. They did not recklessly place themselves in the path of that threat. They had no reasonable alternative to possession. They reasonably believed possession would avert the threat, and they maintained possession only as long as necessary to avoid that threat. Those 5 requirements were used in USA versus Jafari Moore, a man who was staring down the barrel of a gun when he disarmed his attacker, shot him, and fled with the weapon. But because he took the weapon with him, possessing it longer than necessary, his federal appeal was denied. In this case, Allstar JR picked up a weapon that was allegedly dropped by his attackers, who already physically attacked and robbed him. He opened fire until the weapon was empty, rendering it useless, before placing it behind a hostess stand in the restaurant. If I was his lawyer, I'd argue my client lawfully defended himself, then placed the weapon out of sight so it couldn't be repossessed by any potential threats. He only possessed the weapon while under threat, used it to defend himself, and then left it at the scene where he found it. I actually think with the right lawyer, JR has a great chance of beating this case due to the fact he was outnumbered, surrounded, attacked by a group. He shot 2 of the 3 suspects who were on surveillance video robbing and attacking him, and he left the weapon at the scene. But we'll just have to wait and see how this case plays out.
I just don't know about the trolling.
Now, I'll say this. I'm surprised the feds picked this up, and if he doesn't beat this, I'm disgusted by how the laws are in the U.S. Imagine being attacked for your jewelry that you worked hard for. The attackers attacking you drop a gun, meaning you were attacked by somebody that...
He need to go talk to Big Meech. Sit down with some old school players that let him know what's up, man. Shout out to 1090J for providing us with that footage of what's going on. You know, I'm from the Midwest area. Detroit is right in my backyard, man. Them shit, we the same. Shout out to them boys, man. All I can say is, shit. Till next time, we got content, y'all. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. You know what time it is.